Leithania, glory to her name. Kingdoms rise and fall, yet none can be as resolute in her passion, nor as elegant in her wisdom. But who was the fount of her magnificence? Raise your head and set your gaze upon his sublime visage and works. A century ago, the electors chose him, the greatest caster to ever grace this realm. To him was given the spire from which he watched over us. None may say what transpired within those lofty heights, nor bore witness to his transcendence. His was a reign of terror, a shadow that loomed over all Leithania. His rule was unchallenged for 60 years until that very summer, which I still remember vividly. The Emperor of Gaul had set his covetous sights upon fair Leithania. The Grand Army marched upon our country and turned it into a hellish furnace of war. Without the might of our witch king, our fate would have been sealed. His arts bore the destructive power of catastrophes. He alone blunted the Gallic hordes and shattered their vanguard. As the war ground to a halt, the other great powers made their move. Ursus and Victoria struck when Gaul was at its weakest. Historians called this the Battle of the Four Emperors. The invaders paid dearly for their arrogance. The great powers partitioned the defeated empire and gorged on its remains. So victory added to Leithanian laurels, she was left bloodied by the devastation of war. Our witch king, for all his power and prestige, no longer held sway over those who scheme in the dark. These traitors scoured the lands for every ancient scroll they could find, with the hope of unearthing the source of his power and the means to defeat him. I know not how the twin usurpers committed heresy most unimaginable. With powers that I could not fathom, they cast him down and took his throne. Many thought they were liberated from the Witch King's shadow, yet time will eventually reveal the twin empress's leash. I have given my life to my king, dedicated my purpose to his glory, and chronicled his every deed and achievement in the Originium arts. But now, I must consign myself and the memories of him to the flames. They know nothing about him. He was more than a shadow that loomed over us, more than any mortal pretenders to power. He was the very spire that held up the skies of Leithania. He was the inevitable, indispensable, and eternal pillar that defined her existence. He is the king of Leithania. Our one and only king.